Yeah, so compared to many other workers' benefits, this is very, very cheap compared to the value of appreciation or how much the employees think they are appreciated by getting this. So from being a health person, I start using a completely different terminology. Listen to this. If you want your employees to think you're a nice boss, and you want to be a modern and trendy workplace, you need to have this program. If you like to attract qualified staff, you want to retain them, and this is hard to say, but if you want to avoid your employees coming up to you and asking for higher wages, then it's a good idea to have the workplace food program. This is not my phrasing, but what the people who sell this, they use. So this is actually compared to many other, it's very cheap compared to how visible and how clear a sign of appreciation you're giving to your employees. And you can put it in more economic terms here, that if the value of the perceived satisfaction with your employers is bigger than the actual cost, then you have a success. And then you actually have something we could call sustainable health promotion, because the industry now takes over and runs with this without us being involved in it. So this is an example of what is good for business is also good for health here. So to be able to do something like that, you need a clear vision and some leadership. You need to be able to get others to do their share of the work. You need to be good at analyzing what's in it for them. You need to have some strong communication channels, and you need to be patient. That's not so nice, but we've done some of the work. I hope you could benefit from some of the experience that we have. And some would say that with the current crisis, recession, you won't be able to replicate this. But I can say hello from the business people in Copenhagen now, and they say, no. We are not experiencing a recession to the extent that we are downsizing. No. We are going not as quickly an increase as we did before, but we are still increasing strongly compared to many other industries here. So now I would like to finish off by discussing briefly the role of academia in changing availability in the society. I think that the scientific research in itself almost never leads to the sustainable environmental change. Many research projects shows that there is a benefit of what you go in and intervene with, but also having focus on being able to have your intervention sustained when you're done with your research. That's a thing that is lacking in very many studies, in my opinion. And I think we need to consider how, next time you're going to make a wonderful project like this, I would like to inspire you to consider 2 new directions in how research in getting people to eat more could be designed. I think it's very important to include people who are capable of inspiring us in changing social norms, so it becomes the norm and not just some health freaks and something we are pointing fingers at, but really something that is incorporated into the social norms. And the next thing is that I've been working on other projects where we've been successful in actually implementing policy. I'm thinking about the school fruit efforts within EU that they now assign 90 million euros per year for a project to enable testing school fruit programs in the member states. And the work that we participated in there was to translate and kind of sift through to decide what pieces of scientific evidence is actually valuable and usable when you write a policy document. So the kind of research where you kind of be more picky and try to take the parts that can be used for policy making later. That's very important. That's an aspect that I don't think very many traditional researchers are capable of experienced in doing, but it's really needed if we need to move society forward. So I think I'm getting to an end here. I want to sum up by saying that to change consumer behavior, the key is to change availability. You can't do it alone, you need the partnerships. And to do good partnership work, you need to be able to analyze, better than they do sometimes, what's in it for them. And partnerships can change availability. They are needed to change availability. And I think we need to consider new roles for academia to move the world forward.